Inside your PlanPlus online account, as you start to collect information on your contacts, organizations, and opportunities, you want to remember that you have a lot of ways to display the information inside your database. Now here I'm looking at a particular contact, and in this particular contact I've laid out the display so that there's no information on the right side here. So this is strictly a one-column display. Well, how did I do that? If you go into Layout, I'm set up for a two-column display, but in fact in the second column, as you can see, I've eliminated all of the entries here. That's a pretty simple thing to do. These are all drop-downs, and so you can choose to just zero out that drop-down. Now here's another thing that I want to do. I want to add something else in here, and I'm going to do that right now, so we won't have to return to this. And what I'm going to add in here, well, I can add in all these custom fields, but I'm going to add in what I call a field group, the purchase history. And I'm going to call that the purchase history. Go ahead and just make that label there. And now that I've done that, I want to save this, go down here and submit. Now that I've updated that, I can go back into the contact record, and here is the field group display called purchase. And if I click here, it goes ahead and opens this up. Now I have a way that I can capture a date. So I'm going to say the purchase date was the 22nd of June. The style was contemporary, and the size was medium. So whatever information that I want to capture there. So you see, that's pretty handy. This also has been set up to automatically close. I can set that up so it automatically opens, but the idea of it being closed is it saves room. Now how did I do that? So let me go back into Account, Organization and Contact, and here's my layout area for Contact. And down here I've created under Advanced Setup, Manage Field Section Group, I've set up this particular entry, Purchase History. And that's exactly what we're showing there. So if you go down to the bottom here, you see that I can make all kinds of changes here. This looks very similar to anything else that you might set up. But I've just chosen these three fields in one column, given it this kind of name, a background color, said right here that I only want it to be one column, and then I went ahead and saved that. And that's how I got that information. But now here's an interesting thing. Now that I've collected this particular piece of information, again, to refresh what I've just said, as I go back here, I'm in a contact. Here is that information, right? But suppose also I want to see that information over in the opportunity side. I can do the same thing. I go over into the opportunity side now. I go into Layout. And in this particular instance, I'm going to leave all of this information around the opportunity here. I'm going to go to the very bottom, click down here, move this down so that you can see what I'm doing. Move this down, go down here to the very bottom. I'm going to grab that field group called Purchase History. I'm going to put it right here, give it the label, the same label. Back over here, and I'm going to submit that. Now remember, I'm in an opportunity, right? I just moved from contact and now I'm in opportunity, and this is the only opportunity, and it's associated to Denzel. If I look over here, here it is again. Here's that same information across the entities. So I've crossed the information from the contact to the opportunity. So you may find that very convenient, or you may find that very confusing. But that certainly is your choice to use the feature as you feel is appropriate. The interesting thing about this is that as you're showing this information now here within the opportunities, you can update this information. I could go to Small, go down here, and if I update this, I've only updated the opportunity, but look, here's the interesting thing. I can go back to Contact, look at this guy, click here to open, and now this is Small. So a very nice way to share information across contacts and opportunities within the database. So a very nice feature inside of PlanPlus Online.